Hello, Troz here, and I'm gonna dock another part to my space station in Kerbal Space Program. It's the top part of this ship here. It's a refueling pod and two escape pods, all in one piece here. And this is part of my launch vehicle. I launched and got into orbit, and now I'm trying to line up with the space station here. Got a burn coming up in about 3 minutes. That will get me pretty close. I think about 4 kilometers away. And so I'm just setting up for that. I got just a little bit of fuel left in the launch piece, and then I got a efficient nuclear engine and some RCS thrust to get us into final docking position. Once I disconnect the launch vehicle, which is everything from this cone that's blinking here down, it's kind of the launch part that will just come off. The rest of this is just 57 parts, or I should say 47 parts, so it's pretty efficient. Alright, and the only problem is this little launch part will be kind of left behind, just drifting. But we should be able to end flight on it, or use one of the Kerbals to nudge it away if it's a problem. Alright, so we have a burn here. It should take about 7 seconds, it says. I'm going to think it's going to take at least twice that, and I believe I'll have enough fuel in the bottom booster here, the bottom part of the launch vehicle. But after the burn's done, I'm going to drop off that the bottom part and use the nuclear engine. So, let's get ready for that burn. We got about 45 seconds here. I'm probably going to start maybe 10 or 12 to go. Yeah, right now we're in a slightly smaller orbit, and this burn will hopefully boost us up into a larger orbit. And I just have to do another circularizing burn on the other side. Alright, starting burn. And yeah, we're just spot our fuel. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, 2 kilometers. This is gonna be great. I just need to plan a little burn here. Might be too much. Let's try that again. See if we're closest here. Is that getting us closer or further away? That's probably not even worth it at that point. Alright, let's... There's a station now. Come on, let's be here. Yes. A little camera. Gotta be somewhere. Should be behind me. And 13 kilometers. Oh, there it is. All right, let's stage here. Drop our lifter stage. So now this should be much more maneuverable. Even though it's apparently not really. Yeah, maybe it is. And we have plenty of RCS when we actually get in close. Alright, now I'm just going to fast forward until we get pretty close, and then I'll stop my relative velocity, and if I'm correct, it should be when we get to that node. This one will be pretty close. Alright, yeah, we're coming back in pretty close. Let's slow down here a bit. Alright. Let's turn off SAS. I want to be pointing directly retrograde. Right about there. Just to... That's 2.3 is pretty close. Oop. Lost. Oh, there we go. Yeah, oh yeah, because it loaded in the station. Alright. Little adjustment on our heading. Let's stop our relatives. Now, while this engine is very efficient, it doesn't have much thrust. So you can see our relative speed's only changing about tenth of a meter per second per second. But you can see it's hardly using any fuel at all. And that will allow me to get this really close to zero relative velocity. So, just that. Alright. Now, let's turn off SAS. I want to head towards the station. That will be the circular pink indicator. And you can see I'm basically staying 1.9 kilometers away from it, so I can now head directly towards it. And prepare to dock. Alright. Getting pretty bad frame rate here, only like 6 frames per second. Because the station itself is huge. Come on, SAS. And let's turn on the RCS. Using RCS all over the place. I wonder if I can disable the RCS on the. Oh wow, I can. Yeah, but doing that to all of them would be a big pain. Anyway, it looks like I'm currently heading towards it, but south or towards the ground. So I kind of want to aim up above it, kind of the opposite, because I want to get my direction of travel to be directly onto the station. Say about there. And at this rate, I probably only want to get up to be about 10 meters per second, I guess. I want to be able to stop when I get there. There we go, 11. Alright, you can see our orbital path is it's pretty close, and I can get rid of this maneuver, and it looks like get to about 0.2 at this point, which is really, really close. So let's fast forward a little. So you have a ton of monopropellant on this. It's tipping me. Alright, let's flip this around. need to burn. Alright, let's aim at it again, and this time head in with RCS. And I'm going to try to disable these RCS ports, because on the pods they're just making me spin out here. I believe it's balanced if these are all off. But with them all on, it's definitely not balanced. Just whoever uses these escape pods is going to have to remember to turn them on. Turn them on before. Alright, that should be all of them. Let's RCS. Alright, I think that's all of them. Where are we? Oh, we got a little far away, but 300 is not that bad. About the direction. Let's turn on SAS for a second. And you can see our meters per second are flipping around pretty good. Not exactly the fastest, but it's that bad. Go in for about maybe 2.5 meters per second until we get probably within 100 meters, and I'll slow it up then. That's pretty darn right on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this isn't too bad to control now. Alright, approaching 200 meters from the station. I'll slow up to about a meter per second at 100 and pick a docking port because there's quite a few. And actually, we are coming in. There is one on this top end with all the solar panels. And while we'd have to rotate a bunch, it does look to be the one we're coming the closest to. Alright, approaching 150. Let's, prepare to slow down a bit. Trying to aim right at the station. Alright, applying the brakes. Per second, 1 meter per second, and we're 110 meters out, and we're drifting a little high, which is actually what I want. So I want to get around to the end that's kind of tilted towards us with all the solar panels, and it should be an ideal place to dock. Down to about 5 frames per second, so it's gonna get a little hairy, a little difficult here, but I think we're doing great. We got Alvis and Al, and they'll be staying up here on the space station. We'll have room for 6 people in these escape capsules. Each have 4 RCS thrusters with plenty of RCS fuel, half a large tank of rocket fuel, big these are Poodle engines here. Well, the small list of the big size, but that will be more than enough thrust to deorbit. You could probably get to the moon from here with one of them. Alright. Let's blow up a little more. Let's see. Oop, wrong button. That was M. I need to hit N. Meters per second. I am now going to attempt to directly target let's try reversing the camera here. Is a docking port, right? Alright, let's the docking port, but that was... Is there not a docking port on this? Oh, there's 4 of them, huh? Not one right in the center? Looks like there's not one right in the center. Well, let's see if we can get one of these side ones here. Setting target. Alright, let's aim for it. And now... Stop our drift in this direction. Stop our drift in this direction. Alright. We're facing it, we're heading towards it. We just aren't really that lined up. And let's totally slow down a bit. Where are we going? Not where I want to go. Back up here a bit. Good thing I packed plenty of RCS on this ship. Alright. Why is it... It says we're facing it, but we're totally not. Alright. Wish it had the distance as well as your, back. Just... Yeah, that looks pretty much aimed right at it. On the ball and from behind. Let's just gently thrust towards it. Yeah. think we're pretty good. Should be pretty good that way. Down, down. Nope, other way. Oh, here we come. And we have docked. Now 4 frames per second. But we have our escape pod assembly. Yowzer. We got a big station here. Escape pod assembly in the back. The part here with all the solar station or solar panels are the initial piece. Coming off the side here is kind of a docking / refueling module. Coming down the bottom here, it's actually a second copy of that docking refueling module is an initial test, and the launcher ship forgot to put parachutes on, so it's kind of left up here. There's no parachutes on it. That's one thing I did make sure to include on these new escape. They got 2 of the radial parachutes each. Yeah, so this was kind of the first of the bottom here. Well, come on, turn back. The left side here is kind of the first test of this refueling module, and the one coming off the side is the second test after I fixed the parachutes, put them back, and this actually became the core of another station I'm building with some other people. This shack station. This is kind of my own personal station that I've just been building. But yeah, this new escape module piece is successful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.